What's going on? My name is Miller, Ben Miller if you bad, and I'm here, Country Fan Mail, introducing your favorite girl, Pisces.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cludadon, Country Fan Mail Podcast, here with another motherfucking episode, season 5, episode like, I don't even know, like 15, 16, something like that. Y'all already know how to do. But anyways, I'm gonna cut it right there because I'm super excited for this interview. This interview has been a long time in the making, a lot longer than probably the two people that's on the interview even know, because it was destined. For some, it was just destined. And with that being said, we have somebody coming to the stage on Country Fan Mail. Two people actually coming to the stage on Country Fan Mail for the very first time, being an interviewer and an interviewee, being on the other side, while somebody be on the other side having that good conversation as we like to do here on Country Fan Mail Podcast. So, with that being said, I have two introductions. First introduction, as I have somebody coming to the stage has been a instrumental part of Country Fan Mail for an extremely long time, and y'all have been seeing her, y'all have been knowing about her, y'all have been hearing what she puts into the craft. But for the first time, for the very first time, y'all about to hear her actually give her first interview. And that introduction is to the executive producer of Country Fan Mail and also my wife, Pisces Princess. And before I have her come into the camera, I want to introduce the person that we are introducing to the stage, which is a very, very dope ass woman herself. She has been extremely genuine, extremely real since the very first communication that we've had, and been so excited to have her on the platform for multiple reasons. That part for one, that's first, and then secondly, her fucking music. Like when I tell you a vibe, and I'm not just saying it in the sense of like I don't like to put people in categories. So I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna say that this is a very extremely dope artist, and I am gonna say that I'm a little biased being from the South. So when I saw that she was from Columbia, South Carolina, I had to make sure that she came onto the motherfucking stage. So with that being said, I want to introduce to the stage Milah.
Mila, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight on Country Fan Mail.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is gonna look a little bit different than the way that Clue does it because I can't remember all of the shit that he says.
Listen, do it your way, please. This is a celebration of your first interview.
Yes, but in keeping with the good Country Fan Mail traditions, I do have to ask, what was the first song you listened to today?
Ooh, wow. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was Beyonce Church Girl.
Okay, I mean that one in the gym, girl. Yes, do them squats. I tell you.
I'm pretty sure it was that.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yes, it is.
Definitely give you thumbs up. I like anybody who says Beyonce gets my vote already, but I have to tell you, just because I've been in that mood. The first song that I listened to this morning
Mm.
was No Time This Summer. And I'm not gonna lie, because ever since Clue sent it to me the very first time, I got no time. Okay, wait, I'm not gonna do you. I'm not gonna do
No,
you.
this is fine. It's
I'm not gonna
fine.
do
Like,
you.
I still got no time.
Come on now. So obviously I enjoyed that song because it totally makes perfect sense. Nobody has time for the drama.
Come
So
on.
I could come up with my own conclusions as to why you wrote that, but I'm just gonna ask instead.
Okay. Um. Oh man, that song was definitely made in a petty moment. Um. Yeah, especially like the second verse. That I mean, those are true experiences. When people, I'm trying to put this in a politically correct way.
Oh, you gotta be politically correct. Be
But
vulnerable.
yeah,
Be open.
when people play in your face, like, and you cut them off in no time this summer, and they will watch you on IG. They'll do anything to get back on your time, but like it's dead. It's dead. There's no hopping back over the fence. So definitely, I have a part two coming out called "Still No Time."
Ooh,
Sure, because
ready for it, sis.
But yeah, just that's a motto for me. Like I'm born in the summer, so I call it my season, and there's just no time. Like it's about money. If we ain't talking about that, then yeah.
Now, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong. You have a late July birthday.
No, late June. I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you're a can. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know why. Well, it's obvious I get those two mixed up. But
That's
as a Pisces myself,
okay. Come on.
obviously, I flow with the water.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how into astrology you are, but I do know that you have a lot of experiences that you put into your writing, so
Yes.
or into your music. So, um, tell me about like how you relate. You know, not just the pettiness, but like everyday shit, because your music has an array of topics.
Um, it's the albums are really like just what season I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the intros, like believe it or not, those are always the last. Those are last songs that I write for an album.
Okay.
That's how I know I'm finished. Like when something comes and I hear a beat and something comes out, I'm like, oh, this deserves to be an intro. Like that's how I know I'm finished with the album. If I don't have like the intro, then like nothing is coming out. Like you may get some singles, but I do try to stay as close to home and my true story as possible. So like the last album I had, Still Been Miller, was definitely personal to me.
Yeah.
Um, from high friends, low places, like that the intro, like everything on there, has
Tell every
happened.
bit of that shit.
Yeah. So like yeah, when you like, okay, I wonder what's happened with Miller between the last album and now, like that's the intro. It's usually the intro, just talking about music and trying to hold on. It's because I've tried to quit music several times and I've come back to it.
Yeah.
Uh, but just like High Friends and Low Places, that was just touching on fear and how like that can hold you back.
Yeah.
And that's holding me back and just trying to stay authentic to myself. So yeah, my albums are very personal. Like the songs are very personal. If it's not like a bopish type song, it's 95% a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, I had read about you wanting to quit music in your
Mm.
article that the Post and Carrier wrote.
Oh,
And
okay. Look at
I,
that.
I mean, I was like I try and make sure that I at least understand a little bit, at least not ask the same damn questions. Sis. Like,
I
I'm trying
appreciate
to get to know you better, right? So along those lines, and I mean, it definitely makes sense if you've gone through some things and you kind of struggle with your motivation for music, but um like there are so many songs that the goodness gracious, now I'm gonna forget the titles of
it.
your songs, but please believe
Okay.
it's the song where all the black names come across the videos in black. I cannot even think.
Oh, it's called Black America.
Black America. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like I'm sure. Yeah, so it's like I feel I'm an empath. I hate when people say that, but I felt every word of that.
Yeah. And I hate to say, put a song like that out and then like hopefully things will change, but unfortunately it's a situation where it's pretty much still the same. Like the list just gets longer. Um, but definitely a true story, and I'm glad I put it out and wrote my truth. Like so that kind of just sits with me, just kind of staying authentic.
Yeah.
It, I'm still writing my feelings to this day.
You have a little bit of an activism hat in that. I mean, you're a lover, you're a fighter, you're an activist, you're a mama's girl. Like,
I am a mama's girl for sure. Yes.
so tell me about that. The mama's girl. How many you got siblings? Tell me about how you came up.
So my mom raised me and my little cousin, and like that was just my like he's like a brother to me. So like his son, like I call my nephew. Um, but I do on my dad's side, I do have siblings, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not like in contact. So like my cousin, like it's the closest thing I have like to a brother. So, um, but yeah, mama raised both of us. She did the best she could, and I I do talk about her a lot in songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to your moms.
I
And I know that
appreciate it.
I you know we be following you. I'm glad that she's making a upswing on the health piece and
Yeah.
like for real. Shout out to your mom because ain't no woman alive that could take my mama place.
Hey, come on, come on.
Um, so what about like tell me well not too much because I know you had a petty piece in your dating life, but your love life, your children, aspirations, like
So I don't have any children. Um, I am going for Auntie of the Year this year.
I be seeing the
Um,
babies.
so I do love the babies. I do have a girlfriend. Um, Anybody like who's like seen me perform or something like that, like, and she's at a show, like I'm usually pointing her way, or something, or like singing a song specifically to her. Like when you hear the love songs or whatever, like they're about her, like Cocoa Butter Kisses all the way down. And like if you ever see me perform it or something like that, like I'll just say like shout out to my sunflower or something like that. So um
Love it. I love it. I love it. And you know why I love it? Because sunflowers are my favorite flowers.
see. Shout
Also,
out to
like
sunflower.
mad respect, like make no mistake, there's support and then there's the support from your partner, right?
Yes, for
So
sure.
um like that is critical. Well, it is for me,
Yeah.
like um I know that you put a lot of your heart into your music. So how does that work on the mental health front? Because it sounds like almost like your diary, and I know I can't be having mine read.
So that's why I do keep it cute.
Yeah.
And talking code, like I don't what I put in the songs is what I'm okay with people knowing,
Mm.
um, about me, personally or whatever. I never get like too deep into a story or something like that, unless I just feel comfortable. Like I can go out on the street and tell you, like exactly what happened. But a lot of times I'm speaking in code. Um, but it is a form of therapy for sure. Like I'm in therapy in real life, but just with music, it's a I don't need music to make me happy, but I am joyful when I'm making music or like listening to a beat or something like that. So it's very just therapeutic for me, and just not trying to force it. That's important. Just let it happen. That's important to me.
Yeah, I like that. I think that that is like extremely dope. And shout out to you for being in therapy because self-awareness is super important and sometimes we just need to get like additional coping skills or some
Yes. Yes.
sharpen those tools, you know.
Yes.
No man is an island.
Come on. So yes, if you need therapy, guys, get into therapy.
I'm just saying, and my
Yes,
therapist is black. So do not take
mine
no
too.
for an answer. You will find a black therapist.
You will. There's plenty of them out there.
Yeah, like in a real way. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I've been tooting my bandwagon. Like, get on board. Get
Yeah,
you some coping skills. You get over generational traumas. You get over.
it's real. It's real. Childhood trauma is real. A
Yeah.
lot of people carry it and just believe that's them today. But go to therapy. Find
So
yourself.
there's a huge upswing, it seems like, in hip hop in general, and focusing on self-awareness and mental health. Um, it's a great time because we all really need it.
Yes.
But um, do you feel like you want to continue to contribute to that? I don't want to call it a trend because it's not a trend. It is a reality that it's a level of wokeness.
Yeah. Of course. Yes. I think not just artists, any person should be self-aware enough to know like when it's time, to know when you're not yourself, to know when you have unhealthy habits or something like this, or um even grief. I'm gonna just say long live Boy Blue. Like if you know that I've done music or whatever, you know that he recently passed. So like even with handling grief in certain ways, people need therapy. If not, coping skills for when things don't go your way, when it's not on your time, and you're trying to rush it. Just a lot of people are moving in depression, functional depression, and don't know it. So I mean, I'm always be an advocate for therapy for sure.
Yeah. Um, and m- obviously my condolences, our condolences for your loss. I appreciate you sharing that piece because grief is a real thing. Like the social climate is trauma driven. Like I feel like I'm grieving every day I watch
Yeah.
like but I mean seriously, in a real ass way, literally broke down this morning watching the news because it can be heavy. So how do you lighten up your music? What's the transition for you, Mila?
um my music wasn't always light or happy. um like I think when I first started music, and it was probably good that I quit, because um just where my headspace was when I was making that type of music. But
Mhm.
now it's really just what I feel like. I think once you know peace, once you've seen it, um you always strive to get back to it. But if you never know it, then you'll always live in chaos, and,
Man,
and you'll write chaos, you'll be in chaos, and stuff like that. So um I know peace, and I'm blessed enough at this point in my life to have positive people around me. My girlfriend's a very positive person. So um even on bad days, like I may write a song or whatever, but I won't sit in it, because these are moments, um and bad moments don't dictate my week, or
yeah,
month, or something like that. Every day won't be good, but you're gonna come out. You're gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're alive,
yeah.
you're gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want your last days to be negative. You know what I'm saying? And
No,
also,
definitely.
yeah,
But so and I asked you this question, and as I'm even formulating this question in my mind, it's like, well, besides music, what else are you interested in, Miss Songwriter, producer, performer? Like, I mean, I like you need to wear another hat, but what else do you do, Mila?
I'm halfway like a nerd at heart. Um, I do love computers. I love doing stuff on computers. I mean, I love taking stuff apart and I love relaxing and just trying to enjoy anything with life, like just trying to enjoy, just trying to be happy, and that's
Well,
it. Like that's what I love doing.
yeah, my shout out to my number two child because the second child is usually the terrorist. But she also likes computers, but she's more into gaming. I mean, she
Okay,
built the computer. Are you a gamer?
I'm not a gamer. Like I will play a video game here or there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I build my computers too. Like just if it brings me peace.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, usually I just control alt delete it, and I don't know how a computer can be a beacon of peace, but I had the guy at work and he was like, okay, Shay, well, you can't keep doing that. I was like, okay, well, usually if I tell a human the same thing 500 times, eventually he does it.
I feel you.
Anyway, um, so I really, again, deeply appreciate this interaction because I already loved your music. But so I have I know you're working on a part two for the Petty song. I got no time this
Hmm.
summer, but what
Yeah.
other projects are in the works for you?
Um, I originally was gonna do a R&B album. I was gonna call it "Been a Lover." Um,
Okay.
I still have that like on the back burner, but again, since like uh my friend passed away, I just been trying to find better ways to uh love music. I think so the next album is most likely will be called "It's Been a While."
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so I'm just gonna put my heart out there, and we're gonna see what comes of it. I'm just gonna do what I feel, and so it's no theme to it. It's just been a while. Like I haven't dropped a project or a single in a while, so
Yeah.
the season's coming.
No, yeah, I definitely feel that. I was going to not ask about your singing voice, because I I know you had already talked about it, but you brought up R&B, and I gotta tell
Mhm.
you, like, I love the range of your vocals, just in general, even your speaking voice.
Thank you, I
So,
appreciate it.
so we might get some R&B on this. It's still
Yeah,
in the
I'm going to sing on this, but it won't be a full R&B album. Like "Been a Lover" was like you might get 15% rap. Like I was gonna
Yep.
sing like the whole time. So um and that would be different for me. So but it's still gonna come. It's still
Yeah.
a time. And
Yeah.
I am probably gonna drop like an R&B song soon too. So
Well, I
it's
will definitely be listening.
I appreciate
Um, I mean, I will be like while we're talking about where I'm gonna find you. Go ahead and drop your socials so everybody else can find you as well.
Okay, so yeah, my social for everything is Ben Miller, BEENMILAH. Um, yeah, that's what I'm on everything. I tried to make it a little easier to find me on streaming platforms. So even if you type Ben Miller in on streaming platforms, I got an album called that. So you'll
Mm,
find me. But I'm Miller on like all the streaming platforms and everything like that.
okay. And then I can't let you go without saying how beautiful your locks are.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
did
it.
just go there. So
Come on,
what is the tip that I need to know? Because I need to be flowing like you, sis.
I'm gonna thank my girlfriend
Okay.
and and I'm gonna thank some folks.
Growing hands is a big ass deal, like in a real way. You can't just have anybody's hands in your head. So shout out to Boo. Shout out to
Yes.
you, girl.
And coconut oil and Dr. Bronner's. That's all I use.
Really?
No leave-in
Okay.
conditioner or anything. Just Dr. Bronner's and coconut oil.
Well, I mean, you heard it here. We got a multifaceted Black woman because we are not a motherfucking monolith.
Come on.
Right here with the tips and tricks and the bars and melodies. Like,
Right.
I don't know what else you need, but you might get a computer built if you hit up Ben Mella on all of her socials. I love it here, guys. So I, again, really deeply appreciate you coming on to Kountry Fan Mail this evening. You know,
Thank you.
Shout out to Clue for setting up everything, even for sending that first clip. I was like, you know, that's what's up. Shout out to me, your favorite Pisces. If you
Come on.
are following me on socials, guys, it's PISCES PRNSS on the Twitter, on the Instagram, on all of the things. I'm there. I don't know what the last note that the EP said over here. I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't know if you can actually hear him laughing at me, but this has been your favorite Pisces, my girl Mella, and Kountry Fan Mail Podcast. We are signing out. So maybe one time right before you drop the next project, hit me up. We'll have you back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. You guys have a great night.